Hey, collective, welcome back to another tarot card reading. Okay, and this is your girl Olivia Sade with Candor Energy Co. And today we're going to be finding out what you need to hear right now from your spirit team. Okay, and so please make sure your intuition is present during the reading. They help fill in the blanks of what you need to hear. Okay. So pile number one, we got Wheel of Fortune and Amethyst for the crystal. Pile number two, you got Geomancy, Geomancy with patience, and Carnelian. And for pile number three, you got I change with Angelite. Okay? So use your intuition, guys, and if you're drawn to more than one pile, watch both piles. Always trust your intuition. Alright, I'll see you in your pile, and timestamps will be in the description below. Hey, pile number one, welcome to your reading. Alright, you guys chose the Amethyst and Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and I heard when I was shuffling your cards, uh, I was getting, there we go, that works. Acceptance and psychometry sensitivity. For your tarot cards, you got the Empress, the World card, and the Two of Cups. And your other tarot card got the Six of Things, Knight of Wands, High Priest, okay, and the Eight of Wands. For your crystal cards, you got Eight of Wands again with the Pyrite, Page of Coins. Hold up, y'all. Hey, paw number one. Sorry about that. But, you know, divine timing is very prominent here because I've been waiting like a good week now, like to try and get in contact with my boss about getting this money I'm waiting on, and he finally got back to me in the middle of y'all's reading. Wow, pile number one. And I definitely sensed that with your Knight of Wands, new beginnings, transitioning to a new career. I'm getting, yeah, definitely new phases in my life. But let me finish showing you how cards you got. Hold on. Four wands with Chiroprate. praise, Cairo, Caroso, praise, page of coins with Sodalite, and Gem Cecilia with the Queen of Cups in reverse, and Heliotrope in reverse, six with the 6 of coins, and you have the medicine wheel with the slippery elm, and the 9 of swords, and 6 of cups again, right? Oh no, that was 6 of coins. And 10 of wands, and pan. And pile number 1. Please comment below if you resonated with this dream, or like maybe, or like it describes your situation or something. I don't know. But I had the weirdest dream, right? And it's crazy that when I saw this card, your herb, Lobelia, I had a dream about this herb yesterday. Yeah. And the dream was like, it was like, I had to clear my name. And the only way I could clear my name is if I found this book. It was like a little black book. And, but it was like hidden. Like we had to like figure it out like a mystery. Like I was solving a mystery. But the cops were like chasing me at the same time, right? So I had to be very like strategic and plan out how I was going to be able to get access to this book, because the book was, it was in a very, when I finally found the book, we were at like this gala, and there was like a bunch of people there, had to be dressed up, and I myself and I had 2 friends who were helping me, and we had to disguise ourselves so that the cops wouldn't recognize me and arrest us, because the book was in that same location, but it was like a boarded up like old library. The whole place kind of reminded me of like a school, like how when schools like have a dance, and then the rest of the rest of the places like turn, all the lights are off, shut, closed, and but the gymnasium was like open. It was kind of like that. It did kind of remind me of that. and and once I finally found the book, though, I looked in it. I only was able to see 3 pages before I had to get out of there because the cops were coming, and I saw this herb, Lobelia, and it helps you stop smoking. When I looked it up the next day, well, when I woke up, it helps you stop smoking, and it treats like lung infections or bronchitis. So I found that very interesting because it looks like the devil too, you know. So, and the book, the besides just that herb in particular, because that was just all I could remember from the book. But the book was filled with dark magic spells, right? And there's like a stigma. I mean, right? Yeah, there's like a stigma on magic because like people are afraid of doing it, because they don't want any like evil spirits or anything evil to come back on them for doing magic, right? And and it made me look into water magic, right? Magic in my natural magic book. I'll post that in the description if you guys are interested, because magic can be used for good. You only attract like evil stuff if you're doing evil with it and harming people with it. So it all depends on your intention. I think that's permanent to your reading. Because you already got the psychometry card and telling you you're an empath. Okay. Got strong empathic abilities. And it's so funny. Um, Part number one. When I was shuffling, that card had came into my mind's eye before, like when I was shuffling, and then it came out, and I was like, "Well, look at that." Yeah, they're telling me there's something in here that would be helpful with you, and basically, as your sensitivity heightens, because your gift is only going to get stronger as you develop. Okay, your body may no longer tolerate synthetic foods or processed, ready made meals, a lot of sugar, wheat, alcohol, or caffeinated or carbonated sugary drinks. Don't worry, life won't get boring though. As your taste changes, you'll be accustomed to new and more gentle approaches to life, and your old desires would melt away. Paul. Mm, with colors. Yeah, and pile number one. It's so crazy because they were. It says to look into complementary healing that it may be beneficial to you. Oh, that's why you got the medicine here wheel to use alternative medicine or alternative therapy like energy healing, acupuncture, tai chi, and drinking more like herbal mixes. Like that can be like smoothies, green tea, healthy teas instead of coffee. You know, there's herbs that give you more energy instead of coffee. But I was gonna say, like, when I was shuffling your cards, I started thinking about color therapy. I think color therapy will be very beneficial to you. Because it actually helps like replenish the frequency and energy of each of the chakras. So like if you hmm. You know, I actually got when I was looking at this card that your root chakra needs some renewing energy because you may be over empathic or under empathic. So for some, it may be over, for some, it may be under. But, you know, just lacking the energy in your root chakra is going to throw off your empathy abilities. And so to be mindful of that. That's why they brought up the healthy food. The healthy food will help keep these abilities in balance as well. And there's some other things you can do too, like so you got color therapy, the energy healing sessions, which website is coming soon because I will be offering Reiki healing sessions to clear out any negative energy and blockages in the chakras. Okay, and cleansing and adding more nutrition is important for you. Part number one. Okay. So you notice you also got the Empress energy and the High Priest energy. And what was I talking about? Using the elements. The High Priest is using the elements to uh, manifest what they really want. Yeah, part number one. I'm definitely gonna link those two books for you guys. Especially the water magic. I definitely feel for you, especially with these. You have blue crystals too. Um, but the water magic has herbs and it has crystals in there to use alongside of the herbal ritual. Magnifies what you're trying to get done, right? And again, positive intentions to help you manifest your reality, you know? Because even the Eight of Wands talks about swift career news coming in for you guys. That's why I shared you guys. Share with you guys. My boss finally called me back. It's gonna come out the blue when you're least expecting it. Because I definitely wasn't expecting that. Because he didn't even like text me and ask if it was a good time to speak because I was like recording a video. He just called me out the blue. And I definitely feel that for you. Like y'all gonna get great career news that's gonna it's gonna start like a new transition in your life, in your career. All right, bringing blessings. And Mm. They went right to Pyrite, and alright. Uh, Edit One talks about the only way you're going to like move past your blockages and your doubts is by changing your way of thinking and to focus more on the solutions. All right, pile number one, focus on the solutions. Yep, because Cairo phrase is also taught a stone that brings clarity to the thoughts, creates new thought patterns. And it was in the reverse, which talks about imperfection, insecurity. So, like, if I didn't say that already, you guys have you. Not only do you guys have like good career news coming in, you guys have a new love coming in, and you guys had 2, 2, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. And I think I heard that the insecurity is that is around relationships being so like spiritual. Maybe you're a very spiritual person, pile number one, and so finding finding a good partner that's not gonna like make fun. I would say, like like I totally get it. Like that's my problem. guys, guys that aren't into spirituality. They just like I had this one guy say like, "Oh, you serious?" And I was just talking about being able to feel one's energy, which everyone can do that. So it's just like, what? You may have that experience, pod number one, and they're like, focus on the solutions, right? One, there's no such thing as perfect. Okay, fix the things you want to fix, and love and accept the things you don't want to change. Okay, because from what I see here, I think you're on a pretty great path in your life. And I get energies of like, caring, uh, loving, helpful, and intuitive, I heard, right? And I heard you might be intimidating to other men you meet. And and the solution to that is that they need to rise to your level, okay? Do not lower or dim your light for anybody, okay? If you stay on this high vibration, you will attract someone on your level. And I literally just experienced this too now, because which tells me that I really am growing to be my best version of myself, because I am attracting like more high higher vibrational people and more conscious people in my life, and partners, which is hard to find. You know what I'm saying? And I find it pretty cool. Like, law of attraction, it's real, okay? And I find that, like, when I look back at my relationships, I really did attract what I was and where I was at in life, like, literally. And so you can't have like high expectations for what you can provide, basically. So always keep that in mind. And in the way of, because pile number one, you are Empress and High Priest energy. So you're very balanced in your masculine and feminine, which is great, right? And I heard that they meant that for you in regards of uh, like what you expect, you should also be giving, right? Like, because they brought up like how women tend to, like, I don't know if you're male or female, gender fluid here, but women who expect like all that mushy and romantic things, and or expect the person to respond a lot, but they don't respond a lot, right? So it's whatever you put out is what you receive. Okay. So if you're not getting what you want, maybe you're not putting that out there. That was very important for y'all. But just some notes, keep you striving upward like the star you are. See? Even Sodalite, again, with the thoughts, replacing old thoughts with new ones, brings the mind into balance. Good for hypersensitive people, okay? Empathic, okay? I had some boundaries. Like, maybe, like, because your spirit team just wants the best for you, right? And they want you to be prepared on this new journey you're going on, right? And so, part number one, if you don't have boundaries set already, you may need to start setting some boundaries as far as like what are you okay with and what you're not okay with on the dating process, right? Like, for example, like falling, like maybe you're a romantic, because I get a lot of yeah, a romantic, and so you tend to fall very quickly for like someone who seems great, right? Seems great, but they actually got a lot of red flags underneath, right? And you may tend to ignore them because of outer appearances. Again, you're over empathetic, because that is a thing. Like when you when you're when you're too like overly emotional, it does cloud your judgment of the message. You become all biased. Like, because it's literally happened to me quite a few times like, with partners I'm dating, and like literally one time, like my intuition was saying like very strongly, this guy is a phony. He's just like basically just saying what you want to hear, saying he's very spiritual person, but in reality he wasn't, right? He was just trying to get the, you know. And maybe I'm saying that for a reason, like that's why they want you to like strengthen this skill so that you can see the bull crap coming a mile ahead, okay? Because if I listen to my intuition, like no feelings would have been hurt, to protect yourself. See this one, and then this one helps create more gems to silica, create more awareness of task in life, calms the stress of the heart. Yeah, I heard, because it was in the reverse, like too indulgent in your emotions. An objective view is always best. That's what I heard. And then because you also got passivity, that was talking to like ignoring the message coming in through your empathy. Hmm, very interesting. And then heliotrope is also about bringing emotional balance too. Yeah, I'm curious, what is the shadow of that card? And it's also for spiritual purification. Awakening the empathy in us. Wow, look at that. Definitely get that, you guys. And also helps boost self confidence. Shadow aspect, mismanagement, jealousy, envy, debts, greed. Mismanagement. And so let's talk about this Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands talks about carrying a heavy load, okay? Needing to delegate. I heard delegating help you delegate to your spirit team. Like delegating to your spirit team more, because they are bringing you clarity right? And then not only do you have nervousness with this Nine of Swords, that also tells me that there's either a lack or overuse, well, indulgence. So definitely overuse of empathy gifts, which can cause anxiety. Like, because if like how I like to explain it, if you don't know how to properly use your empathic skills, right? Because there are some techniques that help you like be able to receive, digest the message you're receiving, and then be able to like, clear it out after clearing out any energies that you were empathically reading that was just in your space. And I also heard that uh, one of your boundaries might be like driven 2 feet because then you start absorbing, being over empathetic, you absorb other people's emotions, their thoughts. Maybe that's why you're getting so heavily to like cleanse old thought patterns, right? Because not only is it their feelings, their pain, but it's their thought, their way of thinking too. So you may have like ideologies that don't even like belong to you. Keep that in mind. That the fact that that came up, that very well maybe what's going on there. The main thing that pops out here is solitude. And Six of Cups, what I heard from the spirit was that um, that this new relationship coming in, and maybe someone that you've already known before, and um, but it's after they done developed, right? And I'm also getting like boom, because you got a little couple right there, and the Empress and the Emperor is what I'm getting. And so like definitely this is this is someone from the past that you possibly have known before, and or you may not have like already gotten to know them, but you've seen them before at some point, and they came back after they had done worked on themselves, and they are vibrating. I'll put you up here. Vibrating at your level. And lower bedroom is also for to relieve like tension and anxiety. Again, breaking up old patterns, okay? Letting go of cares and worries. More playfulness. And I heard that when did I hear that? Oh, when I was like literally looking into that research. Man, that's crazy. Did I actually have that dream tonight? I like last night? No, I didn't. No, it was a different dream. But like it's almost like I remember it like it just happened this morning. But anyway, but I came across it when I was looking up this ingredient here. And in in the book. It was actually in this chakra book. Maybe you guys should look into it. Take a peek. This goes over like the Hindu version of uh, the chakras systems, and there's definitely a lot more details in it that would definitely like help you tap into your chakras more because you definitely had like a lot of red, orange, um, and then your solar plexus, like, and those all three of those have a lot to do with your empathy gifts. So, like, I found that very, very interesting. But yeah, what I had came, I lost my train of thought. What I had came across was to be more childlike. Like when I was looking at that, be more childlike and visualize what you want your life to be. The more you visualize it, the more you're going to create exactly what you want. Okay, maybe that goes for your dream guy. Maybe that's why they said that. Like, write down what your dream guy is. Realistic though. Realistic. And visualize him. Like, what you want to look like? I mean, like literally, I visualize my guy, and I really do only attract guys that look like that, like for real. Like it's real. Like it happens. So you got this medicine card. The medicine wheel is slippery elm, nutritive, healing, wounds and ulcers, and irritated throat and lungs. Heart and throat chakra. And why did I say that? Like, well, like the spirit team, like said that the chakra, like what's so great about that book that I just showed you about the chakras is that they go over all the organs that the specific chakra controls, which also explains why a blockage spiritually manifests as a physical disease in your organs because they're all operating together. Keep that in mind. This is also the Wheel of Fortune card and the Herbal, so that's good to know. Okay, two Wheel of Fortunes? What? That's hilarious. Man, that's crazy. And it's like, because when I was just like reading this, right, it was literally like my eyes just went blind. Okay, I could not find the section on where it talked about the medicine wheel, and I'm like, that's why I'm like, that's crazy, like, because it's like, and then I heard Spirit was like, God will blind the things that you aren't meant to see, and then reveal it in divine timing. And then, yeah, because Wheel of Fortune also talks about going through the cycles of life and your downs. Your downs are meant to learn, self-reflect, learn the message, learn, not the message, but learn the lesson on, like, why did you have to go through that in the first place? There's always a lesson that will, the lesson helps develop your spiritual growth, your soul's growth, which what gives you the boost of energy to go up and receive the rewards, which is what you want to manifest. And pawn number one, the overall, I wish I could post it on YouTube, but check out my Instagram, Miss Sade Closet. I'll post it in the description because I literally just posted something today that uh, if you change your mindset, you change your results. Okay? As in, if you think about positive happiness, joy, willingness, courage to just try and to make what you want a reality, and focus on visualize those um, what you want to manifest, and say positive affirmations. I will have this thing. Okay, you say it enough, it will happen. I heard just one a day. Spirit said just if you just say that, say it and visualize it at least once a day, and then express gratitude for to your spirit team for providing you like it already happened, providing you what you asked for, and be in a state of gratitude. Boom, it's yours. And then they wanted me to see water magic. Definitely going to post the water magic for y'all because I'm definitely getting that heavy. But to set intention to water, I set this water to have the most abundant amount of gratitude. Okay, then you drink it. You feel it, like you feel it, like I feel it right now, like radiating in the center of my heart. It's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for this beautiful message for pawn number one. Do you have anything else to add for pawn number one? On what they need to hear right now. I heard have faith and trust in your intuition and abilities. All right. So This was like literally have more gratitude for what you have, because others would others would look at your life and be like, you have great relationships. I sense that. I sense that. That's why they said to have more faith and trust in your intuition, Marcel. Because faith plus gratitude plus visualization and setting intention to what you want in life, you got the fortune, baby. You're writing your own fate. That's what they said. Okay? Have a good day. Pound number 1. Love y'all. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hey, pound number 2. You guys chose patience. Boom. And you guys chose the Carnelian. And you guys had fragmented and perception. And you had Father of Swords. Father of Pentacles. And the Sun card. Ace of Cups. Death card. For your Herald cards, you got High Priest. Boom. King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Wands. But in the reverse. Pile number 2, you guys had a lot of King. You had a 9 of Wands. It was in the reverse. Ace of Wands. 4 of the Dames. King of Pentacles. And King of Cups, baby. Just gonna stack them. Yeah. You guys had a lot of cards. Pile. My bad. Pile number 2. For your crystal cards, you had this interesting baby. Zoisite with Ruby. And, very, very important. What am I going to do with your extra cards? If you just name there, boom. Because you got another Carnelian. You chose a Carnelian, then you got another one. And you know when I look at this, doesn't that look like a womb, guys? Like an ultrasound on a womb? I got creating the new you, okay? If you're pile number 2, because I got a lot of healing. So if you're not happy with the who you are right now in this moment, you have the power to shape yourself into how you want to be. Okay, and you got the Labradorite. I said lamb. Charoite. Ch- Charoite. Yeah, kind of cups. Pile number 2. Yeah, pile number 2. When I was shuffling your cards, I heard healing your relationships. Most definitely. Hmm. So, do you have the perception? Boom. You have the perception on what you need to do to create your best life and pick up the pieces. Picking up the pieces. You know, that card talks about renewal, rebirth, and the king. You got the king of pentacles twice. So definitely, I got entrepreneur twice. Right? Very business savvy. Not too far. So that's totally what I was getting. Like that like you're so like logical, business savvy, very intelligent, analytical, that it hurts you on the like being able to connect in your relationships. Because there definitely needs to be some self reflection. Because four of themes talks about taking a break, but being still ready for action, right? Five, because you have a new business adventure you're starting. Damn. Okay. Because I was like, wow, Polymer One, you guys have so much good here. And I'm like, but I was still like sensing this, like, because you have a new beginning in relationships too, and in career. Um, so I think your spirit team just went to you to be prepared and to work on this one thing. Well, it's not just one thing, because it is a separation of ego and letting go of past attachments and relationships, letting go of the past in general, attachments and relationships. That's why you have the renewal, rebirthing thyself. And so, like, definitely shaping the person you want to be. How do you want to present yourself? Point number two. Because I know you're very wise, very intuitive, and you have a lot of wisdom to share. Look at this blue. Definitely. and your royal blue, and your indigo. And I'm purple here too. So much wisdom to provide, and you're not scared to take a chance. With King of Pentacles, Alpha, good for regulating weight. Good for regulating weight. Again, business-like, responsible, organized, conservative, very wise. And then you got Marshmallow, Queen of Pentacles. Nutritive, soothing, promotes healing. Businesswoman, again, business-like, very business-like. Wise. Someone to turn to for advice. Alright, crystals. Crystals, part number 2. Definitely, they're saying to have some patience with yourself because the transformation of you and at your best version is going to take some time, right? So continue pursuing your dreams and your goals, but learn to take breaks in between to work on your soul's development. And these little things that are holding me back. Because even let's start with this baby, Zoisite with Ruby. Definitely putting this down in the description. They'll all be there, but like that one's very important. You guys should get that. Excuse me. Activates the development of self, clears the mind, expands consciousness, stimulates creativity, encourages development of latent abilities and of spirituality. Perfect for you guys. Give you the bravery and courage that you need for success on completing your task. Enhances intuition too. And Carnelian gives you the passion, the willpower to pursue your dreams, right? Cause you might, it's normal to lose motivation, especially when you gotta dig deep and heal through past stuff, because that's the only way forward, and letting go of those past things, creating blockages, and having more compassion. I heard like forgive yourself, definitely. That's probably why you chose Carnelian. Having more compassion for yourself in your healing process. Definitely part number 1. If you have more compassion for yourself, that reflects onto other people too. That may be what, like the ego. Did I get? No, that was part number 1. Y'all may have resonated with that, but I got that the ego that may be blocking you in your relationships is like expecting people to know as much as you do. Because I see like that was 3 times. Like you are very very wise and intelligent person. And so you may not have that compassion for others to not be where you're at intellectually, or maybe even social status, just because all the kings you got, I'm sure you do have like a high social status too, right? And so it's like having compassion for uh oh, for people being at different stages of the of their spiritual journey. And like I stuck because all of these three yellows, having having the faith, like I just heard it, like if you don't have the faith in yourself, you definitely have faith in the Most High. Ooh, I saw 111444 4 2 4 3 ones. That's beautiful. New beginnings in your physical life for sure, on the spiritual level and on the physical level. Your faith in, so they were basically saying your faith in the Most High, your spirit team, your higher self, as you're developing yourself, is going to give you the confidence you need until you build up, like you practice and you build up the skills until you have the confidence in yourself. And because you have another King of Cups now. Look, yeah, King of Pentacles. Oh yeah, King Cups. So you had two King of Cups and two King of Pentacles and King of Swords. Wow. So much royalty. Sorry. So hungry. But I was gonna say one more thing too. They like wanted me. I'm gonna pull like a few more cards for you guys. Pile number two. They were like that that there's some specific gifts that you need to work on, and you know they're actually having me use it based on chakra blockages, which I find very interesting. Pile number two, you know, in particularly your red when I like there's a blockage in your root chakra, right? And your root chakra deals with empathy, right? And if you're not aware, if you're not aware of how other people are like receiving you, that also is going to cause a hindrance on your relationships. Like being able to pick up when I heard like specifically like observing yourself, because like the blockages is not. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm trying to unmuddle this message. Spirit, can I get a clear message on what needs to be cleared up for pile number 2? Oh, I get it. And you know what? Put it together. Like both of these, they're both in red, and then they're both holding indigo and this indigo uh, pentacle, right? And it's like because of your lack of empathy, right? Not not connecting what you're feeling and your intuition is causing a lack of confidence in your abilities. Definitely. And for Labradorite, wow, becoming more familiar with our own diverse aspects of ourselves and our talents and putting them to good use. This will promote our personal growth and give us a clear realization of our tasks in life. Helps with better daily life with intuitive perceptions. What was I just talking about? And so, yeah, it's very important for you guys. Like your empathy, right? Because your body naturally mirrors the other person. That's probably why relationships, right? And you're ignoring what you're feeling, you're also ignoring part of the intuitive message, because the intuitive message can come based like a feeling of a image or a scene in your mind's eye, and or you can hear it. Yeah. So there's three possible ways you can intuitively receive a message. And so if you block one, like don't tap into one area, it causes blockages in other areas. Especially I keep seeing definitely compassion. Like that's why the Carnelian. And you know, 5 of Cups. It talks about, lack of contentment with what you have, right? And then the Charoite helps integrate mental and spiritual development into our daily life and practice it. Teaches us how to understand that we are a soul living in a body. Okay, very important, very important, because we have so many gifts that we could be tapping into that will help us on our soul's journey. That's why we have them in the first place, to help us, right? And because especially for the Five of Cups, loss, you know, unhappy partnership. And you have to realize that if you lost it, it wasn't meant for you, right? Like it wasn't serving you. Your spirit team was looking out for you by removing that from your life. But a loss, like if you lose something, you would want to replace it with something good, positive energy to help boost and heal you. And so they're having me suggest Llewellyn's Little Book of Chakras by Cyndi because you or you could just look it up because specifically in here it talks about the Hindu chakra system, and because it definitely goes into way more detail about the chakras and the gifts it helps you have, um, compared to the Western data on chakras. It definitely goes way more in depth, right? Ooh, my bad. And so for y'all, I'll show y'all chakra one, because definitely I found root chakra was the most. So for the root chakra, physical empathy, sensing others' bodily sensations. These are the spiritual abilities. Psychometry, knowledge, granting knowledge through touch. Telekinesis, moving objects with the mind. Levitation, floating objects in the air. Pyrokinesis, setting fires with the mind. Dozing, finding objects or water in the ground. Yeah. You know what? What dozing brought up for me, because there's a dozing oracle card and it was like truth seeker, and it's like, so that's like having clear knowings about be able to find important resources basically, because water or just things in the ground or the truth, and a lot of things are in the ground if you think about it. What I just heard was like we've been finding a lot of truth about our history and where we come from by digging up the fossil fuels and fossil fuels fossils like old bones and stuff, and learning from them, learning from our history, right? That's very important for you, learning from your history so you don't keep making the same mistakes. Clairtangency, touching what isn't present, and clairgustance, smelling what isn't present, right? And so all those things is empathy, except for the fire setting of mind. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what level that is. Like what category that would be. But definitely saying that that's why you're so wise, because you channel knowledge with ease. You guys, I just had like a thought that like I wonder if there's like a deck of just all spiritual powers. Right? Because I was gonna use this one, but like you got Devil Mars. Right? Right. So that's why they brought me to this book, because it wasn't gonna be in the class. See? Always trust your intuition, okay? Wherever it guides you. And then they opened up to this section and just talking about how there's different types of intuition. There's spiritual intuition, verbal intuition, visual intuition, mystical intuition, casual intuition, physical intuition, which sounds like the empathy. So it's like there's so much more to these things that is really not talked about in mainstream media with the spiritual stuff too, because they really only give you like a little like taste of it, just to get your attention. It's really up to you to do the work yourself, to study yourself into how to develop these things. But yeah, by number 2, I will link this book in the description and let you guys explore the rest for yourselves, definitely. And again, if you don't want to wait to get the book, you could just look up the Hindu chakra system, and that gives you all the detail into what I was saying about the blockages in your chakras and what gifts. I mean, you should definitely look into the different gifts attached to all the chakras, because you do have them. Like, and I see your purple, and your purple's popping, and you know. So there's a lot more you can do with your gifts. So definitely. All right, pile number 2. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like and comment and subscribe if you resonated with the message. All right. Peace. Hey, pile number 3. Welcome back. You guys chose the Angelite. Beautiful. And the Ching change card. And part number 3, while shuffling your cards, first thing I heard was that you guys need to increase communication with your spirit team, right? And you got communication dictionary, and you got illumination. Boom. And what's funny too, you guys? I forgot that because these incense burn pretty quick. They smell delicious, but they burn pretty quickly. And I think it wasn't even lit for pile 1 or 2. But I remember to light it for y'all pile number 3. So when you guys figure out how to change your life to how you guys know, there was like when you guys when you guys start communicating and working with your spirit team more, the the truth will be illuminated to you more, right? And you'll have clarity. Balance 42. Harmony within thyself. And then you guys had this Eight of Cups card. When I first saw this card, right? It was first I got like emotions. Like this is all emotions. It's even got the green heart chakra. And then your foundation is muddled with your wisdom. Not being in touch with your empathy. Wow, we got this a lot. And I swear it's not on purpose. Like, I'm not choosing to talk about empathy every pile, okay? But apparently, the spirit angels is like that this is important. Because, I mean, and I get why they say that. Because if you really break it down, right? Empathy is a way to channel messages too, but you're just doing it through your sensations of your body. Whereas the the intuition, or I should say the crown chakra. Nope, intuition. I mean both. Intuition, you're channeling messages through images, and your crown chakra is just channeling knowledge, like clear knowing, like you just know, or you hear, you know. Even though hearing is in your throat chakra, which you see very much so here with all this gloom. So yeah, I hate getting your emotions imbalanced, definitely, because definitely the energy with the Eight of Cups was that like your energies are getting muddled, things aren't clear for you, because you got the Hermit card, right? Time to go into meditation, and you got Mother of Wands. This one talks about being protective, nurturing. I heard you can't protect everyone. You can't save everybody. They have to want the change for themselves. Maybe someone you're dealing with here. And then you got the Five of Pentacles, which talks about also Five of Pentacles. Like what I heard was that a lack mindset in the aspect of thinking you can't provide yourself with everything you need. always thinking you have to go to outside sources either to find your answer or to get love or whatever, you know. You have all the answer because I Ching talks about deep knowing, deep knowledge rising up through the change, right? Realizing that you had all the answers all along. You just had to go within yourself, connect to your spirit team, and the clarity was there. Because you got the Ten of Cups. You got Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Wow. And then you got the Five. So you got Five of Pentacles. Oh, a lot of Cups and Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles. This is marijuana. Marijuana. Hops. Six of Pentacles. And you had the Sun card, but you had it in reverse. It was Angelica. And you had this Page of Cups with the Damiana. Damiana. Will I have enough room? And you had the Snowflake. Oh yeah, you guys had a lot of crystals too. Snowflake with the Devil card. This was a magical card. This flipped over in the deck in the pile while I was shuffling. Like I made it all the way through, and it didn't fall out. It just flipped over and was still in the deck, like hiding. Like your lessons have been hiding within you. Yeah, like that. Again, the answers are within you. The answers are within the lessons that you learned in the past. Wow. See how magical that one was? And you guys had the Moonstone. Moonstone is for balancing emotions. So, yeah, definitely. Definitely get Moonstone. I also helps to tap into your intuition and connecting with your spirit team. You got the Garnet, Page of Swords, Garnet letting more love in, for sure. Maybe if I, oop. You know, you guys see the new setup here. And it looked like, right, I have more space. And I do have more space. But it's just not showing right now because because of all of the cards you guys got. I think it speaks to like illusions, right? You can perceive things as one thing, but when you take a look at it objectively, and your objective viewpoint is your higher self and your spirit team, right? Because they wasn't all up in their emotions, right? So they have a clear perception of what was actually happening. I definitely sense that for y'all. Like y'all's oh yeah. Damn, I didn't put it down. That y'all's like emotions muddle up your intuitive messages. Like muddle. Like that's why I use that word. Because they can make it the message unclear because you're emotional. And then you got the Olivine Knight of Cups. And then you got the Shunt card with the Onyx. And ending it off with the Emperor card with the Purpurite. Purpurite. Now you know what came up when I was looking at this one was especially with this one. Yes, child. So you need balance, alright? Balance is very key for you. Because I got you're either at two extremes emotionally. Either too overly emotional or you tend to be too black and white is the term they use. And not seeing the situation as a whole situation. And you must mother and nurture yourself is what I'm getting. Give yourself love, self-love. That's what I'm getting from the spirit team. And also, oh, wow. Did I say 8 of Cups? It's actually the 9 of Cups. A new phase of peace and harmony awaits, right? And then this specifically talks about letting go fears and worries. Yes! That's exactly what I was saying. Like, your your lack of empathy was muddling up your intuitive messages, right? Because when you're not secure in the messages, you feel a lot of fear and worry that things aren't going to work out. But if you're in tune with your tuition, you know the steps happening ahead of you, right? And you have faith. You're walking in faith and confidence when you trust your intuition and peace. Because you do have material gains coming your way, right? With the Ten of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. Marijuana. Allows for free expression of sexual. Sexual instincts. It can be made into alcoholic extract. I didn't know that. Relieve joint pain too. And you guys, I am getting Yeah, how am I doing? Oh yeah, the 5 cups. Because I always look at the contradicting like vibes. Oh man. See, it's interesting that I went to the 5 of Cups because that's what I was totally like sensing, like 5 of Cups vibes instead of 5 of Pentacles, which is why I had to just look it up, get some clarity. It means the same. Not that it's funny, but yeah. Yep. So like worrying about, I see you're worrying about finances, but worrying about it is counterproductive, right? In order to receive your rewards, you have to maintain a state of gratitude, right? Did you know that marijuana can cause deep-seated emotional disorders? They like zoomed in on that. Unable to balance your emotions yourself is what I got from that. And that makes sense because I got that you were like highly empathic and it's messing up your intuitive ability. And I see why it's messing up. Because if you don't understand how to use it, right? It reflects in like over emotional. Because I went through the same thing. Like before I realized empathy was an actual gift. Because most people use empathy as a verb, like being very empathetic, which is like its ability to relate, right? But you don't think that it would be like deeper and is actually connected to your intuitive gifts. And so you made me when you start feeling a strong emotion, right? Out of nowhere, right? It's not yours emotion. You're absorbing it from someone in your arena. And it didn't even have to always be like it depends on how strong of an empath you are. You can pick up like I can pick up empathically um, thoughts because it goes as far as your thoughts and mental like state of mind, and so that's how I know when people are talking about me or like thinking about me, like like I mean, because you might experience this, you might get it multiple ways because I'll see it, feel it, and hear it, all three intuitive ways. But if you're neglecting one, you're the way you feeling the intuitive message, it causes blockages. Especially since you have the Sun card in reverse, which definitely drew my attention. Wow. Yeah. The Sun card is someone who's insensitive, lack of compassion for others, aggression, mood ranging from excessive joy to violent anger. Exactly what I was saying. Like your emotions going at two different extremes, and you need more balance. And you need to tap into your empathy, child. Like seriously, you guys. Ever since I learned about uh, what all the things you could do with your empathic abilities, I feel like a G now. Like, because I can read people and I can like see the bullshit coming from a mile away now. Ever since I developed my empathy, like it's really hard to pull one over on me. Really hard to pull one over on me now, and that's maybe what the aggression is. Because I zoomed in on the aggression part, like becoming defensive, right? Because you don't becoming defensive because you don't want anyone to maybe like hurt you, because you're definitely under empathic, right? Lack of control of your empathetic abilities, so which means so you probably just be absorbing people's emotions all willy nilly, right? Which is what's causing your emotions to be like all out of. I think you got two illuminations because there I just heard like um going into meditation, connecting with spirit. Like I'm looking for this book because they literally have exercises in here on how to connect with your spirit team, connecting with spirit team to release negative energies attached in your energetic body, and how to like kind of dissect what the message is that you're feeling empathically in your body. So, and this, I wish, hold on, pod number. Like, they're making me go get it because it's so important for you guys. But hold up. Alright, hey, pal. Number 3, we back. I found the book, Llewellyn's Little Book of Empathy by Cyndi. Okay, provides perspective, which is very important for you. Empathy. These are the benefits of empathy. Encourage expression of values, inspires receptivity, enables conflict resolution, solving problems, alright? Helps better relationships, helps improve health, brightens emotional state, definitely important for you, leads to better health outcomes, and fosters creative expression. All right, how look, and it went right to the physical, being a physical under empathic. Under empath often fail to sense or pickups on others' reaction in life events and bodily needs. Some under empaths are born that way. Others are simply untrained or might have been open empathically that they close themselves down to protect themselves. And that's totally what I had said earlier. The aggression is due to defensiveness from trying to protect yourself. Whether it's caused by environment and animals, or person. Like you fail to pick up on dangers that could harm you, whether it be by the environment, an animal, or person. You might have difficulties making friends since they can't relate to their most primal and physical experiences. And then, physical empathic manipulation goes into like dealing with narcissists. Narcissists. You may have dealt with a narcissist in your past, which caused you to shut it down. I know I did. Okay, that is like what I'm like describing myself too. Like, because I started out as under empathic, like closing myself off from being able to relate to people, and then come to find out it's because people were manipulating me physically, empathically, because they knew like I always just want to help people no matter what. Like I just want to see you happy, and people would just take advantage of that. And then after a while, I just like stopped wanting to connect with anybody so that they couldn't use me anymore. But it's like you have to ask yourself what is using, because what is using? Because being being on the vibration of the divine is serving others, giving to those around you who needs it. So I think they said that because it's like about you have to switch your perspective on things. All right, and like this Ten of Cups is like calling me, screaming at me. Oh yeah, I read it already. Look, unstable foundation. We got empathy again. All right, your foundation is your root chakra, right? Which are all of your empathic gifts. Like as far as what your root chakra provides, spiritual gifts wise, is literally all around being an empath. Wow. I heard cleansing cleansing your chakra is going to be a big help for you because it'll start removing old repressed emotions. Look at that. Look at that. Like I didn't even realize that I opened up to it, but I literally opened right up to benefits of clearing the energy of your chakras. It helps get rid of potential causes of life's puzzles and predicaments you've experienced, heals and recovers from illness, psychological wounds, problematic problems, which is exactly what I was going to say. Help get rid of old problems, like patterns, and other psychological and mental challenges. Freeze repressed emotions express current feelings effortlessly and productively, transforms work into joyful vocation, solves financial and career difficulties, soothing the heart and creating more loving relationships, having more of a peaceful state of mind, and attuned to spiritual guidance again. Wow. So, like, pile number 3. And then the fact that the light came on for you guys during this reading shows me, like, and then all this illumination was, you know, even though your sun is in reverse, sun, just light in general is just healing. Like they're illuminating these negative things that are holding you back. Pile number 3. And so they really just want you to get in balance, really. Balancing your feminine and your masculine. Yeah, look at that. And recognizing your faith is your strength. Like have faith in your spirit team. Your spirit team consists of your ancestors. Alright? They you told them what the plan was before you came and reincarnated back on this earth. And so you have to trust them that they're giving you the guidance of the plan that you originally created with them, right? Like, really, like they're just reminding you of the plan. Like, and that's crazy because that just really just flowed into my mind just then. Like, I wasn't even thinking about them. That's amazing. That's very important for y'all. Recognizing that your spirit team knew were with you before you reincarnated and they stay with you through your journey, so they make sure you don't forget any of the important details that's going to help you on your soul's journey. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, because the six of Pentacles talks about something holding you back, preventing you from giving it your all, and it's the fact that um, your empathy, yeah, empathy definitely needs to be um, developed. It's going to give you so much strength. Especially, I was looking at all your herbal cards. Because you notice, like, this is the one herbal card proving my point. Its outline is blue. Like, the border, like, structure. You know, the frame, the structure is blue, but all of these were in red. Like, again, confirming this red, red, red. Like you got a lot of red, and then you got the garnet. Like I can't wait to read the garnet version. And then you got the page of cups, which I didn't read also, which may be why I didn't get. And the fact that that was blue. Damiana, aphrodisiac. So this one basically just says someone who's ready for action. right? That's great. You're ready for change. All right. All right, now for your crystals. Your beautiful, beautiful crystals. Garnet talks about improving relationships, love, letting in more love. Joy, vital energy, restorative, strengthens our courage, shows how we can develop love from the physical aspect to the heart. You notice that, right? By having the physical aspect is relating more to others, the empathy, and having more compassion. Have some flexibility. Pile number three. Flexibility. So I'm also noticing that the third chakra is screaming to me. And like I heard there's a difference between being blunt and being honest. Excuse me. Being blunt, being blunt, you try to like. I'm hearing like taking the most a vulgar approach for like get shock value, Ooh, versus like honesty, being honest with compassion, right? Yeah, being honest with compassion, like you don't have to say it all egregiously. And the Snowflake Obsidian also talks about. Sorry, guys. Man, it's crazy, y'all. Pond number three. I always get tired around pond number three. It's so weird. Like, I'm never in pond number one, never in pond number two. Always pond number three. Like, I think you guys are some dreamers, man. Like, literally, like, y'all be up in the spirit realm, doing the do, fighting spiritual battles, maybe? Maybe. The Snowflake Obsidian talks about and define being honest with ourselves. Wow. Oh, so maybe that's like the part of the self love because I did get self love earlier, and which they didn't really elaborate on how to give it. But I'm seeing now is definitely like self love and being honest with yourself with compassion, right? And not with any like hateful or negative talk to yourself. Have compassion with yourself. So I understand that whatever hurt or trauma that you've been carrying around was there, happened to build your soul's growth, right? It aided in your spiritual growth to shape you into the diamond or star you are. And they're like, that's some real shit because they brought back like a memory, like because I was so like under empathic, right? And I tried to just like detach and not feel things. The universe was like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna give you somebody that you will not be able to just ignore it, right? And so they gave me this this freeloader, that that talked a big game, right? That he was a spiritual person and, you know, enlightened and basically had wanted to teach me about myself, right? But he did it in the most vulgar and like blunt and mean way you could possibly tell someone. Tell someone who's already like understand that they have a lot to work on, but it's like, especially if you have a lot to work on, it can be overwhelming. And it's like, and then you tend to just like let it pass on by, uh, you know, you know. But anyway, they're having me tell you this because like he was like he was specifically very vulgar with his honesty. Like, yeah, he was right, but he said it in the most meanest way possible to hurt me intentionally, right? And and after dealing with that for a year and a half, like it really did create like a diamond, right? That was building under the pressure of being this perfect person, right? And like that may be a lesson to you, you know, because that person was constantly picking out things about me that I needed to work on to be a better or more fit person in their eyes, right? Because they knew and because they were empathically reading that I wanted to work on myself so much, right? So he just offered extra advice that nobody asked for, okay? And to like try to hurt me and put me down, but you know, it created someone who can like literally tolerate anything because of that experience. Like although it was pretty tough going through it, but afterwards I have a lot more appreciation that it happened because it really made me into a really tough person. I used to be very emotional, you know. That whole experience, I cried a lot. That shows you how emotional I was. Okay? And so I feel like they're having me tell you this because I think I just got so itchy everywhere. Even though itching reminds me of like, when you have a wound and it starts getting itchy, it's because it's healing. So, like, have some compassion for yourself. Like, don't allow those kind of people to be in your circle. Healing and growth takes time. Don't let anybody tell you different, okay? Go at your own pace. Because if you go at your own pace, you're gonna really learn about yourself, learn to love yourself, and My bad, y'all. And build up that confidence in your spiritual gifts. I was like, what the hell? I could not. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh. I was like about to pick a fight with this card, right? I kept thinking it was King. I was saying King of Cups, but it was Nine of Cups. And it was like, I was almost like I had said in my head, like, stop lying, like, ooh, period, period. Yeah, why period is so interesting because that was literally, yep, and I had brought it with me in the book of crystals that helps with water magic, natural magic. And I saw that crystal in here today. But the olivine with the Knight of Cups brings more lightheartedness, offsets gets rid of oppressive emotional states of mind, helps develop mental capabilities. Its soft vibration conveys beauty and the sun power, right? And the reversal, fraud, deception, seduction, tricky, seductive person, letting yourself be swept up by something through moods. Ooh, ooh, that's probably why I told you that story, right? Because as empaths, I don't even know if it's an empath thing, like really, honestly. But I mean, empaths, yes, because when there's an imbalance, you tend to be too much in your emotions, right? And that was talking about getting swept away, like, and a seductive person, like you might be dealing with a physically empathic manipulator who I heard text your kindness for weakness. And because you're like, you have emotions for them, they see that you really are infatuated with them. They take it upon themselves to, I heard, hit you below the belt, right? And and maybe that's why you had this purpurite, right? Like embracing that more because I heard use more common sense, like um because I heard yes you can learn useful information through your enemies, but you have to still use your common sense, spirit of discernment to know when someone's just telling you that buffoonery just to get you out of your emotions. I heard that maybe like you don't really, because you got the Ten of Cups, like relationships are important to you. So if there's like a issue, there's a problem in the relationship, then you're gonna do what it takes to resolve it, and they use that against you to be able to get what they want. So I heard definitely holding firm in your foundation. Did I say start setting up boundaries? Cause I seen that in this baby here too. Like, was it or was it the chakra? Because the water talks about balancing emotions too. So what are the look? And I opened right up to it. Look at this, beautiful. Period dots is green, just like the olive. Looks like the olive light. Abundance. It's a powerful charm against the evil eye and prized for thousands of years for both its beauty and bringing success, clarity, friendship, love, and protection. Napoleon gifted it to Josephine as an emblem of his undying love and devotion. Yes, definitely, you guys need to set up some boundaries. Set up some boundaries. Spirit. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Even though I think I spoke. Yeah, I did speak on the Moonstone. Shh. Shadow aspect, weak will, chaos, fear, disappointment, betrayal, falling for deceptions, and then you have susceptible to addictions. So you guys probably smoke weed, which ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of weed, because I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? But weed could definitely be a cop out for you. Like instead of like dealing with the situation at hand, you just like, time to smoke, relax. Leave the thoughts in the ashtray. That's like a powerful lyric from who said that? I say of Rashad. I don't know which song. And you guys had 2, 2, 4, 2, 4. Look at that. 2 and 4. That's like taking the leadership and the responsibility, right, of your own emotions, your own state of being, doing the work to heal these things so that you can be at a more joyous and peaceful state of mind. Because that's coming to you from what I see here, right? But you're on this low swing right before you reach, because you got the 9 of Cups, right before you reach the abundance. You just gotta do this little bit of work. But it's really going to serve you, okay? Give you so much strength and wisdom to tap into, because you'll get the downloads. Get the downloads from your spirit team, providing you a message on what's the tea, what's going on in the situation, and never get taken advantage of again. All right. All right. That's all I have for you guys. Look at that. 22555. Wow. Taking responsibility and doing that change, girl or king, queen or king collective. Okay, if you like this video, this reading, and you resonated with it, hit the like button, comment which part you resonated with, and yeah, subscribe if you're new here. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next reading tomorrow. All right, bye collective.